Hello everyone, this is Jasbir Singh, and in this video tutorial we are going to see how to create a second activity or the second screen in an Android application. So if we click a button on the first screen, then the output then second screen should be apparent. For this, fire up Eclipse. Let's remove our old application, delete. Okay, let's create a new project. File, new, Android application project. Name of this application is second activity app. So this is the project name, this is the package name. Okay, minimum is Froyo, target SDK is for Jellybean. Next, next, next. Let's create a blank activity, or the simplest form of activity is blank activity screen. This is somewhat detailed. Let's use this one, blank activity. This is the activity name. This will create a Java file which will contain the coding part, and this is the layout file. This will be .xml file which will contain the design part, and the upper one will contain the coding part, and they will be linking between this main activity and activity underscore main. Finish. Okay, now this main activity.java has been created, which this main activity extends activity class. Activity is nothing but this is just a screen that we see on our Android gadget. So this class main activity extends activity, and to link this class or this coding to the design part, this statement is important. In the onCreate method, set content view r.layout.activity underscore main. The purpose of this line is to link this class main activity with this XML file. For this, go to resource, then layout, then activity underscore main.xml. This is the screen. Okay, this is my screen 1. Let's delete this element. Let it be screen 1. For this, click this one and change the text screen 1. Sorry, screen 1. Let's place one button. Let this button say switch to screen 2. Switch to screen 2. And the name of this button is button 1. Let me change the ID. Button switch. Now to create the second screen, I have to create the I have to recreate .java and .xml files. Let's create the Java part. Right click this package, right click new class. So this class will be under this package, I want to create a new class. Let it be second activity, and this activity class will extend activity class. For this, the superclass or the parent class of this class will be browse. Type your activity Android app, inherited abstract method. Okay, finish. Now this second activity.java has been created. Okay, let me create a layout file also, .xml file also. For this, go into layout, right click, new, Android XML file. The name of this file, let it be activity underscore second, and the layout which it will use will be linear layout. Let me use a relative layout because in this to place the elements is somewhat easier. Next, finish. See here, it is using relative layout. Save all the things. Now to link this .java file to this .xml file, go into this part. To see what to do next, just take some advantage of the code that is already there in the main activity.java. It shows that there is one onCreate method in main activity class. So I'll also create one method. For this, go here, type on create control plus spacebar. It shows this. Select the first one, on create bundle saved instance state. Press enter. Okay, now this override method has been created for us, and the next line, which is somewhat important, is set content view r.layout. This is the line which is responsible to link this Java file, that is main activity.java, to this .xml file. So I'll just copy, go here, paste, and here I need to change this line. Here I need to change the reference to this XML file, r.layout.activity second. This way I have linked. Okay, the last thing that I need to do is, if I go to the Android, since there are two activities, I need to mention both the activity names into this Android manifest file also. If we go into the application section, we see that only the first activity, main activity, is there. The second activity is not there. To add this, go to the coding part. See, there was manifest part, so this stands for manifest. This is application, which is there. Next is permissions, which is not there. Instrumentation is also not there. So this way it has been classified. This is my first activity, that is main activity. Because of this statement only, I can see this thing, this entry. To add a new entry for activity underscore second or second activity, I need to code it here. For this, I will type copy activity name, then control plus spacebar to suggest us Android name. Our activity name is second activity, just like here it is main activity. So I'll type second activity, but before I need to go to the root for this one, that is go here and type dot second activity and close this one, save all. Now see in the application section there will be this second activity also. So this Android manifest file, this tells the Android system that these are the screens, or these are I mean to say this manifest file provides information about the project to the Android system. Okay, let's design the second activity. This is my screen 2. Change the text, screen screen 2. Okay, what I want is if I click on this button, switch to screen 2, its name is button switch, then it should take me to this second screen. Now for this, go to my first screen. Let me reference this button. For this, go to the main activity.java. Let's refer this button as with variable b, button, control spacebar to complete it, b, then go to this part, type, let's link this button b with actual button, which is button switch, b is equal to find view by id, then r dot id dot button switch, go to end, semicolon, press control plus 1 to add a cast to button. Okay, I want something to happen on the click of this button, so I'll type b dot set on click listener, sorry, set on b dot set on click listener. Here it requires some class on click listener type. Let the class name be new on click. Go to last, semicolon. If I press control plus 1, it tells me to create a class on click. Press enter. I want the new class to appear in this file only, under this main activity only. Finish. Okay, now this class has been created. Cut, paste it somewhat here. Since here it is view, so let the argument also be v, although this is not going to be used, and here I need to supply the logic. The logic is I want to start a new activity. For this, the command will be start activity, control space bar. See here in activity there are start activity. Here it is intent. Select this one and okay. This tells to start a new activity, but here the argument that it requires is intent class intent. So I'll type here only new intent. Here I need to mention who is calling whom. Here I want this main activity dot this to call uh, second activity dot class. Sorry. Control S. Intent cannot be resolved to a type. Start activity, new intent, main activity. And if we see here, then we get some error. Intent cannot be resolved to a type. For this, go to the end and press Ctrl plus 1. It shows to that it is not able to find the intent class. For this, I have to import this intent from this android.content. The moment I hit this, new entry will be added over this import section. So let's double click. Okay, now the android.content.intent statement has been added, and the error message has vanished. I can press save all. Or the another method is, if this is not there and it will be like start activity control space bar, then it shows to use this class intent class. Here the parameter it took as is intent. So I'll type new intent control 1, sorry, control space bar, and the method that I will use is this intent context package context comma class. Pick this one. The moment I click enter, then this line will also be added. Import android.content.intent. Here I need to mention that the activity which is requesting, so it will be package context will be main activity dot this, and now I may need to mention the class of which activity you want to launch. It will be uh, second activity dot class class go to the end, the semicolon. Okay, there should be nothing like this. Enter, save all. Okay, should be this. Save all. Let's check our application. For this, first of all, go to Window, Android Virtual Device Manager. Highlight this, Start, Launch. So our AVD is starting now. Close this window. Now to run this application, right click on this application, run as Android application. It will say launching second activity.app. It is use Android launch, then uploading APK file onto this emulator, installing, starting activity. At this point the application will be available in the AVD. So this is screen 1, which refers to main activity activity underscore main.xml. If you click on this, switch to screen 2. See, the screen 2 has appeared now. Press the back button to go to the first screen. To go to the home screen, press this button, and if you see the applications, you'll be able to see this second activity app. Click on it to launch it. Click this one button to go to screen 2.